Greetings, loyal viewers, and welcome back to another Spyro Reignited commentary. And this is one I honestly didn't know about till just last night. There apparently has been more gameplay for Sunny Flight. That was something I actually didn't know was going to be presented with the E3 demo, but here we are, and so far, I'm much like with some of the other levels we talked about. It looks really good. It's finally nice to not only have traditional levels to, yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that near the end. But it's nice to have another type of traditional level to look at and talk about before the game's release. So yeah. It looks more like he's going to try and go for the path that I usually take. At least I hope so. You'll see, and you'll see soon enough. I'm hoping it is. But so far, overall, like I said, it looks really good. I do like the. I actually do kind of like the sound effect that they put in for when you flame and destroy the things. I also like too, if you look a little closely there. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Is the way the train conductor actually holds its fist out at you as you're about to come right at the barrels. That's actually a really nice little touch there. And now they're dead. And got the archways, which I love the way they updated them for the Reignited Trilogy. And there we have the planes, who kind of do the same thing as the conductors, which is really nice. I do love that they, even with the little things, they add a lot more personality to them than they did with the original. One other thing to also note, as you can see there, look at the water. Look at the water there. I mean, it's not photorealistic, which would stick out like a sore thumb in this kind of Disney afternoon cartoony game. But it looks, even so, it looks really good. And this really is making me really curious as to what the underwater levels of Spyro 2 and to a lesser extent Spyro 3 are going to look like. Especially when you're actually underwater. That I am absolutely dying to see with the Reignited Trilogy. So, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say he's going to fail this attempt too. And yeah, he is. I will say also that the loading screens are actually very brief in this one. I guess because they got a fair amount of backlash for the loading screens in the Insane Trilogy, which I haven't played much of the Insane Trilogy because it hadn't come out to Xbox One yet, even though it's coming out to Xbox One and Nintendo Switch for that matter in about 15 more days. Yeah, because they pushed the release day forward, which I'm actually kind of happy about. So, okay, now he's going to attempt to do it in the way I usually do it when I play this map. Level, I mean. Overall, like I said, it's looking really good. The crystals, if they weren't in there in the original, I think they might have been. I could be wrong. I haven't played this game. I haven't played this in a little while, so my memory's a little rusty. A little bit. So the crystals look really cool too. Also, you may have noticed just a second ago there that volumetric god ray coming out from Spyro as you face towards the sun, and the way the water splashes underneath you more so as you fly directly above the water. That's really cool. And like I mentioned in the last two videos, the skyboxes, like the backdrops, look amazing. They feel more like they're really there, and they still belong organically with the level. So we're almost done with the flight stage here, and assuming he goes the exact same way with the trains, he's not gonna completely do that cool little fly up to the sky thing that Spyro usually does in these flight stages in the first game anyway. Yeah, see, like right there. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just replay a little bit here. You may have noticed that when Spyro touches the water, instead of drowning, he does what he usually does in Spyro 2 and 3. Whenever you touch the water, he'll just kind of throw a little bit of a fit and just pout and splash the water out of anger. That raises multiple questions, actually, about what they're going to have him be able to do with water in this one. Like, I'm assuming that with many bodies of water, they're going to, instead of having it to where he drowns if he touches it, he'll still be able to float above it, but he won't be able to swim underneath. That they're, of course, saving for when you learn it from Moneybags of all characters. So there really isn't much else for me to talk about here. It's just great to finally see what the flight stages look like, particularly for the first game. I really would like to see more of what the flight stages, or hell, any level for that matter, look like in Spyro 2 and 3. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up right here. With that said, I'm King Gargantuous, and I'll see you all next time.